What time it is? Wake and bake. Still stuck on this Assassin's Creed. Let me find my lighter though. Alright, let's go. What everybody smoking on? Like, subscribe, drop your links below. Let's keep it moving. Alright, we're gonna move it now. We about to have to go back and jump home, boy. Fuck that. What we got here? Terrell Owens called out Donovan McNabb to fight in celebrity boxing. Terrell might get his ass. That was my shit. That Legacy of Kane, the whole motherfucking series. Let's see what they're talking about on this nigga. Bro, I can never find okay. So I can't never find shit. Variant comics, y'all ain't hip. Homeboy right here breaking down all types of shit, comic related.
Today we're breaking down the history of Marvel's greatest hand-to-hand fighter, Shang-Chi. In fact, this is actually the first of several episodes we'll be doing on characters from the film, including the Mandarin and the Death Dealer. So be on the lookout for that as the week continues. As a side note, I also want to add that issue 2 of Astonishing Times, the Comixology original comic series I wrote with Frank Barberry and Rory Coleman, released yesterday. And I want to thank the thousands of you who have already picked up the issue. For those of you who haven't read issue 2, or either for that matter, you can pick up your copy of our superhero murder mystery exclusively at Comixology and Kindle. Links for both of those are in the description. And if you want a small taste of the series thus far, you can watch the pull list episode we posted yesterday right here. But now it's time to jump in and see what Shang-Chi is all about.
I think I'm missing.
Shang-Chi first appeared in Special Marvel Edition, The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, issue 15,
shut
in
up.
December of 1973. Yes, I know.
That's where that motherfucker was at.
He was created by Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin. As for Shang-Chi's real-world creation, Englehart
Oh,
and Starlin were big fans of ABC's
this guy.
TV
There
series
you
called
go.
Kung Fu, which starred David Carradine. So Starlin and Englehart went to Marvel and were like, hey guys, we want to make a comic book adaptation of the Kung Fu TV series. But they quickly learned that was impossible and wouldn't be able to license it because the TV series was owned by Warner Brothers, owner of its rival DC Comics. It was at this point Roy Thomas stepped in and suggested they create a character who was the son of Fu Manchu, as they could license that. So that's what they did, and Shang-Chi was born. But now that you know his real-world origin, let's start talking about his comic book lore. Shang-Chi, which means a rising and advancing spirit, was born in the Honan province of China. He was the son of Fu Manchu, an extremely wealthy international crime lord, and an unknown American woman who was genetically selected by his father. But as for his origin, it's given to us in Special Marvel Edition, issue 15. Now, we did already go over his origin in an Origin of Shang-Chi episode, but of course, we have to go over it again in his History of episode. So if you've already seen that episode, this might sound familiar. Anyway, Special Marvel Edition 15 starts off with us seeing Shang-Chi in the present fighting a bunch of men who are wanting to kill him. But Shang-Chi is clearly
you up here,
his hands, feet, and elbows all over their faces. And when the sumo fighter calls him a fool, saying, "You'll never reach my master, Fu Manchu," Shang-Chi says, "You are the fool, Sumo, for I am Shang-Chi. I am the son of Fu Manchu." We are then thrown into the past where we learn Shang-Chi's origin. We see him bowing to his father, Fu Manchu, saying, "Greetings, honorable one. I await your commands. You have only to speak. I am your slave." His father then replies, "Child of my flesh, all of your 19 years have been spent here in my Honan retreat, where I and my most trusted senseis have trained you rigorously in both the mental and martial arts. I am well pleased with the results." Fu Manchu continues to say, "Your intellect rivals the best of the outside world, and moreover, you are a living weapon. It is for this final reason that I wish to send you into that world for the first time." We then find out that the living weapon Shang-Chi's first mission was to kill Dr. Petrie, who Fu Manchu called the evilest man alive. Now, over the years, Shang-Chi's studies of philosophy
this bitch got
taught
up
him
through.
that
Where
killing
you in
was an
there?
act of hate and disgust. But he told himself his father is an honorable and
Bro, what
man.
the
And
fuck?
of course, if he believes
This
course to be
motherfucker's
correct,
moving young
then it
beside
is.
him.
While thinking all of this, he sneaks into Dr. Petrie's house, where he sees an old, weak man who's sound asleep. Because of this, she says to himself, he's nearly 90 years old. What harm could he be to anyone now? I was taught that revenge gains nothing. So he stood there contemplating on whether or not he should kill the doctor. And ultimately, his training and obedience took control, and he killed Petrie with a single strike. A single karate chop, if you will. Now, off topic, but Tim seems to think the term karate chop is cheesy and outdated. But I think it's underappreciated and needs to be brought back. Hashtag save the karate chop. Anyway, just as Shang-Chi was leaving through a window, he was stopped at gunpoint by Sir Dennis Nyland Smith. Once Sir Dennis pointed the gun at Shang-Chi, he starts insulting his father, so Shang-Chi kicks the gun out of his hand, at which point Sir Dennis says, "Good lord, man, no one can move with such speed. You're a new sort of servant for him." To which Chi tells him, "I'm Shang-Chi, son of Fu Manchu. My father has dreamed of a better life on this planet. Your friend murdered his dreams. My act was sad, but just." Shang-Chi then sees Sir Dennis crying for Dr. Petrie, to which he asks, "Why do you weep for this man? How can you have loved him so? I am told he was a foe of world peace, the most evil of men." And then it's here where we find out that Fu Manchu is actually the evil one. Sir Dennis tells him the truth about his father and tells Shang-Chi it was 1911 when he first heard of Fu Manchu, who was a man who spoke every civilized language and most of the barbaric. A man adept in all arts and sciences taught in universities and certain obscure arts and sciences no universities of today can teach. A man with the intellect of three men of genius. And he's older than Sir Dennis is now because Fu Manchu had developed the oil of life to preserve and prolong his vitality, a fountain of youth, so to speak. Becoming essentially immortal freed him to work single-mindedly towards his single goal: domination of the world by the Sci-Fan, a group of elite assassins, as well as numerous terrible cults. But it doesn't stop there. He also has other weapons that are worse, such as spiders, rats, reptiles, and other loathsome vermin, as well as manipulating men with beautiful women. Sir Dennis also tells him that he and Dr. Petrie tried to stop him many years ago. After this, Shang-Chi visits his mother, who confirms everything Sir Dennis said to him. And when Shang-Chi asked, "Then how could you be with my father?" she basically told him that I never loved your father, but I married him for his power. After this, we are brought back to the present, where the beginning of the issue started. And we see Shang-Chi has made easy work of all of his father's guards and defenses. And when he finally confronted his father tells him his evil plans himself. But Shang-Chi says, "Father, you speak with absolute assurance, completely convinced that your vision is the only proper way. And like all men who speak like this, you are mad. When we next meet, it will be as enemies." And Fu Manchu tells him, "Every evil on this planet is at my command, and son or not, henceforth, they will all be directed toward your doom." And with that, we have the origin of Shang-Chi. So now let's move on to story arcs and publication history.
episode 3.
Like we just went over, Shang-Chi first appeared in Special Marvel Edition issue 15, which gave us his origin. But he would also appear in issue 16 of Special Marvel Edition, where he would fight Midnight, who was sent by his father. Then after appearing in only 2 issues, the series name was changed from Marvel Special Edition to The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, with issue 17. That's right, Shang-Chi became incredibly popular after only 2 issues, because 1, the character was cool and had a compelling backstory, and 2, because of the martial arts craze that started to surge in the good US of A in the 70s. It was the perfect storm. Because of this, The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu title lasted from issue 17 to 125. So the title lasted over 100 issues, which is a feat that doesn't happen often for characters outside of the A-listers of Marvel, like Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Hulk, and so on. But after his series came to an end, Shang-Chi would appear in tons of crossover stories with other martial arts characters. So we would see him team up with Iron Fist, White Tiger, and the Daughters of the Dragon, Colleen Wing, and Misty Knight. And we saw him team up with these characters in the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu series that lasted for 33 issues. The series was published by a sibling company of Marvel Comics called Magazine Management. Essentially, after Shang-Chi's initial run in The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, he would more or less just pop up in a lot of other Marvel titles. But now that you have a little understanding of his publication history, let's talk a little bit about some of his good stories or issues that he appeared in. Issue 31 of The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu was actually pretty dope, as we see the Master of Kung Fu, aka Shang-Chi, team up with Iron Fist, White Tiger, and the Jack of Hearts to create a powerhouse martial arts team. One that is not to be trifled with as they go after the nefarious corporation. Then you have Marvel Knights issue 1, where Shang-Chi teams up with Daredevil and several other heroes to...
Fuck is that? You bitches got it locked. Where the fuck did I just see the key at then? Bitch, you ain't shit in here with some fucking...
stronger already.
Looking the wrong way, pimp.
That's not point.
That's
Not
right.
getting away. Can't see me right.
Hang on! Don't mind.
How you finna get killed?
That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse.
Gonna need wings.
Oh shit. Bitch, if you don't get off the horse.
Thor lends me strength.
thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
I wouldn't look at my ass getting out motherfuckers' way.
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside, waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randy, wherever she is.
She is here somewhere.
Eivor, over here. Look at
This
this.
nigga on the table.
Oh, someone is thirsty.
Are you determined to get drunk? What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
All right, let us drink.
Beautiful.
She pulled out her motherfucking weapons. So this bitch don't mess up.
Randy, focus! I was a beast, but you have my fealty, Randy.
Man, I ain't won one of them motherfuckers yet.
Oh, any more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the Mead Queen, slayer of wolves and barrels. I told you I would drink you under the table.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Leaving already? Well, I do hope to see you again.
Alright.